A nation on edge. What direction will we choose? Divide or unite?
As we piece together the devastation in Dallas, we have new protests over the issues that may have led up to that tragedy.
Chants of Black Lives Matter going on right now in downtown Phoenix and the tense counter protests. ABC 15's Novita Fergani with police perspective.
But first, John Erickson live with the protesters on the ground. John.
Kim and Katie, the protests have been going on for about 2 hours now. We are at 7th Street and the I-10. As soon as authorities heard that the protesters might possibly be coming to I-10 to try to shut down the highway, these officers mobilized. They say they are not going to let that happen. Anyone who tries to get on I-10 will first get a warning. If they don't leave, they will get arrested. I want to show you the show of force that has shown up here in the last 10 minutes or so. This is a DPS SWAT truck. I'm going to stand next to it so you get an idea of how big of a vehicle this is. You might see them from the helicopter sometimes. Not usually do we get to get this close with our cameras. This is a big truck. They are ready for a wide range of possibilities here. All the ramps at 7th Street and I-10 are shut down. You cannot get onto the I-10 or off of the I-10 at 7th Street. DPS did that because they say the protesters made it this far and DPS had to form a shield using themselves between the protesters and the road. They didn't want cars on the roadway that might hit either the officers or the protesters. Let me walk you around this way here. As you can imagine, this is creating a lot of delays. Manny, if we can, let's take a look at the highway right there as the long line of cars of people who were trying to get off at 7th Street here from the westbound I-10. They are not able to. Last we heard, protesters were at 7th Street and Jefferson, about a half mile or so south of our location right here. And again, all these officers, a huge show of force. They're not going to be letting these protesters get onto the highway. As the protest was beginning, I talked to two people, one who didn't want to see this go on after the shootings in Dallas last night, and then a protester who said it must go on, and she brought what some might consider a controversial sign.
I think it should have been rescheduled for a different day, but freedom of speech, they have the right to do it, so I'm here to support my officers.
We all matter, and it has to be a time where we come together and we make unity with all of our people because we're all human. At the end of the day, I see it as one race.
How do we come together, the police and the community, though? I did see the back of your sign. Yeah, it says the police.
Yeah, and this is because, okay, let me explain this. This is right here, this says right here, and it has the cuss word or whatever. This is me with my anger, but as you can see on this side is my anger. This is from my inside, but this is on my heart. Don't kill us.
It does look to me right now like police have shut down 7th Street, the southbound lanes. Maybe that was the route that protesters were going to come up here to the I-10. I imagine that police would want to stop them down there and not try to have to physically stop them here at the on-ramps so close to the traffic going 65 miles an hour right under us here near the Deck Park Tunnel. We'll stay right here because, guys, the police are staying right here.
Yeah, absolutely, John. Thank you, and we'll dip back in with you. But meantime, we want to take a look.